On top of the injuries and the fact it was his first full year with that team, he hasn't had years to sort of cement his ideology and playing style in that squad. It's so impressive. And St Kilda fans should be excited, but I'm just a little bit hesitant given his age and the time out he spent from football. Has football changed a lot since he left Fremantle and now gone to St Kilda? Nonetheless, his coaching this year was superb. And I think tactically he was just out of this world. Chris Fagan, I was a big fan of Chris Fagan this year. I'm giving him an S. He improved the team to a grand final. We improved them to a grand final. That's pretty much it. They had been stuck at prelims for years and they finally get past that barrier, losing by a kick. So it's very unfortunate. That game could have gone either way. Overall, really happy with this coach. Not happy with it, but because obviously I want all these coaches to fail except Richmond ones. But you're a Brisbane fan, you'd be really happy with his coaching. I feel like Brisbane went very under the radar. They prepared well for finals. He timed it a lot better, and that's down to his coaching. I don't think they have the second best list in the comp, which is a compliment to him because he got them to be the second best team in the comp. So, Justin Longmuir. Oh, this one's injuries, expectation. I'm putting him in F. It was a failure of a season, let's be completely honest. I tipped them to finish 5th place. So Wrong, Darcy, Brayshaw, young talented Brody as well, young talented mids. The core was looking good. Their key forward stops were a bit dodgy, but I thought defensively they had it there. Their small forwards, Lockie Schultz and others, Walters, 5 experience. I thought they had something there. Luke Jackson bringing him in. Don't know what happened. Like every other team, injuries curtailed their season, but that's not an excuse for finishing in 5th last, especially given the fact that West Coast and North Melbourne and Hawthorn are all in rebuilds. So realistically, they finished 2nd last in front of Gold Coast. They're not in a rebuilding phase. They should be fighting for finals. Brad Scott, I think Scott gets an A. I really rate Brad Scott. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league, despite not winning anything at North Melbourne. Said it before, he had no resources at North Melbourne, so he did phenomenal there. Essendon have got a great coach that I think he'll stay there for 10, 20 years, as long as nothing bad happens. He did well. He overperformed, which immediately means he's high up in the rankings or the gradings. His list isn't there. I mean, Essendon have a terrible list in hindsight. Injuries did hurt Essendon throughout the year. They won some massive games. They looked like they were making finals all throughout the season until very last, right at the end of the season. They just fell away a little bit, which is the youth and also the inexperience. But as a coach, I thought he performed really well. His decisions throughout the year, even down a selection, how he transformed Merritt, Stringer, how he's sort of galvanized these young players and helped them prosper into really good talents. I'm impressed with him, and I think next year I would predict him to come in that S category. Now we have got Michael